Hi, I'm Jon Lieber, and I'm here in Chicago for the third night of the Democratic National Convention, and where Tim Walz, the vice presidential nominee, just spoke this evening at the United Center. A couple of key themes have jumped out to me so far in this campaign, or this convention. The first is the attempt to turn the focus on Donald Trump and thinking only of himself. This is something that you heard Pete Buttigieg talk about. It's something you heard Bill Clinton talk about. And it seems like this is an emerging major theme for Democrats to hit on, is that Donald Trump doesn't actually care about America all that much. He cares about himself. So that's going to be one thing you hear about a lot going forward. The second thing is the Democrats trying to reclaim freedom as a concept and as a term that actually fits more with their values than what they say are Republican values. And this has been something that Tim Walz has talked a lot about. You heard Michelle Obama talk about it, and you heard Oprah Winfrey talk about it, that freedom is about the government, people being free from the government messing around with what's going on inside their bedrooms or what's going on inside their doctor's offices. Obviously references to social policies where Democrats and Republicans have large differences, and attempting to flip the script on several decades of political rhetoric about who actually is the party of freedoms. That's another thing you'd expect to hear a lot about in the coming weeks and months. The third big theme of this convention so far has been celebrating Kamala Harris's background as a prosecutor. Now, this isn't really something we heard a lot about in the 2020 campaign, perhaps because of the George Floyd riots that were happening at the same time, and the fact that many Democrats were turning openly skeptical of police and policing. But now, fast forward 4 years later, where crime is a growing issue in the political discourse, and you have a lot of Democrats, and you have a lot of focus on Harris's background as a prosecutor. They talk about her prosecuting transnational drug gangs, her prosecuting people like Donald Trump, who of course has felony convictions now in his background. So those are three themes we've heard so far at the Democratic National Convention, and I think those are things we're going to hear a lot of over the next 74 days. On night 4, Kamala Harris is set to talk about make her own pitch for why she should be president. And of course, the crowd in Chicago will be euphoric and jubilant listening to her. But the real question here is, do any of these messages resonate with moderate voters that they need to win? So thanks for watching. We'll be here tomorrow in Chicago, and we'll see you then.